I just want to make a really quick motivational video, okay? Because I hear this so often that people are always trying to get back to the person that they used to be, whether it was 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. The people are always trying to say, yeah, I want to be that person that I was back then. But you have to understand that person that you were back then was not who you are supposed to be today. Like, that person back then is actually exactly why you're where you are today. You're supposed to be learning and staying in the present and learning from the things that you've experienced. That moment that we be like, okay, I need to get back to who I used to be, that is us telling us we want to go back into the past. We stuck. We don't want to move forward. We have got to get rid of that ideology, that belief. That is not for us to keep. I don't want to be the woman that I was 3-4 years ago. I don't want to be that woman. That woman was very much so struggling, okay? She was very much so depressed, addicted, like, to smoking, drinking, hell, sex. Like, it was just so much that woman that I was 2 years ago would not be here making it today. Like, I would very much so be struggling, very much so. Like, if I beat up in my brain that I wanted right now at this very moment to be the woman that I was 4, 5, 3 years ago, I would be depressed. I would be still going through continuous hell. And that's what we have to realize. That's why we keep creating cycles, because we keep trying to be the person that we was 3, 4, 5 years ago. That does not add up. It does not add up. It don't add up. And we gotta stop telling ourselves that. We gotta stop saying, okay, I'm gonna be this woman. Man, I had that drive back then. You know, I was balling. Like, I had the men, I had the women, I had the clothes, like, I had everything. But it was something that she was supposed to learn at that very moment. And people get stuck on the memories instead of looking back at situations like, okay, I'm reflecting on this. I knew what happened in this point in my life to where, you know, that I feel like I was on top of the world and then everything came down. Like, what in that particular chapter in my life did I take a breather? I had to slow down because I was getting excited, because it feels good to be in a space where you are no longer the person that you used to be, and you don't want to be that person. That is what you call personal development, personal growth. That's growth. Because that moment where we're telling ourselves, man, I want to get back to where I used to be. I want to get back to that old me. You do not want to get back to your old me. You ain't doing nothing but creating more and more cycles of the same bullshit that you was experiencing 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. That's why you keep meeting different people, but they all the same. Because for when you don't know how to let go, you don't know how to, like, keep moving forward, you don't know how to transmute that energy and everything that you experience into catapulting it forward. You don't know how to do that because you're too busy trying to be the person that you are no longer. Like, your spirit is literally fighting you right now. Like, your spirit is like, yo, I want to move forward. You keep looking backwards. We not in alignment. And people be depressed. They be having anxiety. They fear so much. Like, it's all about shifting your perspective. It's all about, how can I gain? How can I move forward? When you have in your mind, okay, I can move forward from this. Yes, that was a point in my life where it was really good. It was great. It felt like I was on top of the world. And the fact that you was able to experience that just tells me, and this is my mindset right now, the fact that I was able to experience a certain lifestyle or even get a taste of it when it happened 3, 4, 5 years ago is letting me know that if I have this mentality right now to where it's forward motion, if I have this mentality right now that I can get everything that I desire, my heart's desire, like, everything is manifesting for me exactly how I need it to be, if I have this drive and this mental capacity to understand, this mental awareness, spiritual awareness to understand that alone, oh, okay, I experienced that, and I was on top of the world. Just imagine the mental growth and the spiritual development that you experienced from that point on up until now. How you can take what you experienced in that lifetime and put times 10, times 100 on that. You can have that plus more. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it clicking? Stop looking at things from the past as, oh my gosh, like, man, I'm never gonna get that back, because when you have that moment, I'm never gonna get this back, it's not gonna happen for me the same. It's not supposed to happen for you the same. It's not supposed to happen for you the same. It's supposed to be different. You're supposed to go through these certain life experiences, learn the lessons behind it, use it to help you, to use that as momentum to help you push forward. But we too busy trying to get back to that person that we used to be. And that's where we messed up at. Everything starts with perspectives. Everything starts with your mindset. I cannot make this up. This is from a person who has literally lived that. Literally, for the life of me right now, I'm only thinking forward motion. I don't want to be the woman that I was in 2018. Like, I don't want to be her. I want to be this beautiful woman that I am now, because the woman that I am now, and also who I am becoming into her, she trumps her. Okay, I love it here for me. Like, and it's teaching me to be more present, to be more aware of myself and the things that I attract into my life. I'm very intentional about that. I'm very much so ambitious. I'm very much so optimistic, but I'm also having to be real with myself. And that was a moment. I had that moment of clarity, like maybe a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I've been saying for the longest, I want to be that woman. Like, how do I get to that woman that was doing building my websites? Because I'm in this point where I'm rebuilding, revamping, doing my website, all this stuff for my skincare, and also doing taxes, preparing taxes, learning about financial literacy. I'm doing all of these things, and in my mind, sometimes it's like, man, how can I get back to that ambition, that girl that had that drive? But I realized I was only that woman for that moment in that season, that I needed to be her. I don't need to be her again. I'm honoring her in that experience. But right now, what matters right now is accepting where I'm at, building off of that, and nurturing myself through the process, and taking it one day, one step, one time. And it's helping me in my momentum and moving forward. So I'm making this video to remind you to stop trying to be that person that you was a few years ago. You are setting yourself back, and you're creating unnecessary cycles when you should just look at it, learn from it, and keep it moving. Okay? If that resonated, drop some roses in the comment section. I love you.